There's a question most of us carry around for years and never ask out loud. Michael carried it for 20. This is the story of the day he finally asked it, and the answer that was written 5,000 years before he was born. Michael builds things, decks, kitchens, whole additions. He's good at it. Booked 8 months out, 20 years of good money. So why does it feel like he's standing still? That night, at the kitchen table, the bills were spread out between them.
Truck payment came out, and Danny's braces start next month.
I just deposited almost $5,000. Where does it go?
She wasn't unkind about it.
It goes where it always goes.
Every month, the same magic trick. The money appears, and then it disappears. Michael wasn't lazy, he wasn't reckless, nobody had ever shown him the trick behind the trick, and every Saturday, there was Eduardo. Retired at 55 from his own repair garage, not a lawyer, not a tech guy, a mechanic. His garage door was always up, and inside sat his dream project. A classic Corvette, half apart and gleaming, restored one unhurried Saturday at a time. A man with nowhere to rush to. Michael used to tell himself Eduardo must have gotten lucky. Deep down, he knew better. One Saturday, he finally walked across the street.
Eduardo, can I ask you something? And you can tell me to mind my own business. How did you do it? Because I know what mechanics make. We made the same kind of money.
Eduardo rolled out from under the Corvette, smiled, and wiped his hands on a shop rag.
20 years I've been waiting for you to ask me that. Come sit down.
And then he told Michael about a Friday night in 1983. Eduardo was 22, turning wrenches at Sal's garage, spending every paycheck by the next one. One evening, Sal watched him count his money and said something Eduardo almost laughed at.
Kid, you want to know why you're broke? You pay the landlord. You pay the gas station. You pay the tavern. You pay everybody in town except one man. You never pay you.
Pay myself? It's my money. All of it's mine.
None of it's yours if none of it stays. Here's the whole secret, and it fits in one sentence. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. $1 in 10. Off the top. Before the landlord. Before the tavern. You won't even feel it. But in 40 years, you'll be the richest man on your street.
Back in the present, Michael frowned.
That's it? Save 10%? Eduardo, I've heard that.
Hearing it isn't a secret? Michael, everything you earn is spoken for, right? Truck, house, kids?
Every dime.
Then you work for the truck. You work for the bank. You work for everybody but Michael. The 10th isn't math. It's the first time your money answers to you.
So Michael tried it. First of the month, first move. 10% into an account he nicknamed Mine. He told himself he'd feel the pinch. Here's the strange part. The part Eduardo promised and Michael didn't believe. He didn't feel it. The other 90 stretched exactly like the 100 used to. 7 months in, Michael had almost $4,000, the most he'd ever had that wasn't already promised to somebody. And that's exactly when his cousin Rick called.
Bro, my buddy's coin already did 10x, and it's about to do it again. I'm telling you, this is the one, but you gotta get in this week.
Rick installs drywall. Rick had never invested in anything in his life. But Rick was family, and Rick was sure. Michael didn't ask Eduardo. He didn't ask anyone who'd actually know. He moved all of it Friday afternoon. By March, the coin was gone. The whole exchange was gone. 7 months of paying himself first vanished into his phone. When he finally came back to the garage, he could barely look up.
Don't say it.
Eduardo chuckled, gentle.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I did the same thing. Year 1, I handed my whole 10th to a guy from the garage who swore he could double it on dog races. Sal asked me one question. If your tooth hurts, do you go to the roofer? Michael, you took investing advice from a drywall man. Advice is free, and most of it is worth exactly what you paid. Take money advice only from people who've handled money well.
So what now?
Now, the same thing I did. You plant another tree.
So Michael started over, same 10%, one new rule. Before a dollar of it went anywhere, it went past someone who knew what they were doing. Boring, steady, diversified. No rockets. And a funny thing happens when the habit survives a disaster. It stops being an experiment and becomes who you are. 2 years in, the truck's transmission went $3,200. The old Michael knew that feeling. The stomach drop, the credit card, the 6 months of interest. The new Michael paid cash, transferred the money back over coffee, and drove to work. No drama. That's what the 10th buys first. Not yachts. Calm. 5 years after the day at the fence, a kid on Michael's crew, 23, spends every check by Thursday. Watched Michael check his account and asked the question. And Michael set down his coffee and said,
20 years I waited to ask that. Come sit down. It fits in one sentence. A part of all you earn is yours to keep.
This story is older than it looks. It was written in 1926 about a scribe in ancient Babylon, and it has never once stopped being true. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. Start with a 10th. Guard it like it matters, because it's the seed of everything. And start this week, because the other secret is this. The tree only grows if you plant it.
This story was brought to you by G&G Wealth Management. That's Gustavo and Greys, a husband and wife team. I'm Gustavo. Before we ever advised anyone, we spent 10 years applying these same principles in our own home, paying ourselves first, guarding it, letting it grow. It changed our family's future, and we founded G&G to help other families do the same. If you're ready to have your money answer to you, we'd welcome a conversation. This has been an educational story, not financial advice.
Please subscribe if you want more information, and if you like more content like this, go to our website.